Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mod, and today guys we're going to be doing our camper van build. So we are going to do issue 113 of Build the Camper Van. Now this is a pretty major one. I really wish it didn't have 13 in the number, but we are actually going to be combining all the bits of the camper van together. So we're going to be putting in the interior, and then we're going to be making sure that the body fits to the chassis today. Huge issue to do. I don't know how long this is going to take. It's not very well descripted in the instructions at all either. It's just saying put it in, screws, and yeah, so we'll just have to see how it goes. We also have all the wires to connect to the circuit board in this as well. So fingers crossed all that works and it all goes well. Like I said, I don't know how long this is going to be because this is a major issue. Now I've done this a few times with the vehicles that I've done. It's not the one I look forward to at all, to be honest with you, but let's just see how it goes. It might be simple, it might be not, but fingers crossed. I've got a smile on my face, so we can hope so. So let's get started with this one. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay guys, so issue 113, this is roof windows and assembling the bus. Now I've got the bus all here ready. So what we need to do first is we've got the top roof windows to put on here. They are looking like this, and if you note on this one here we've got two notches, we've got two notches down there. So this is the left window. Okay, and then we have here, we have one notch and then one notch on here, so we know this is the right window. Okay, so here are the rest of them. Now hopefully these will all go into place nice and easy. If they don't fit, they do say in the instructions try a different one. Okay, so that is a little bit off. I don't know, it just felt a little bit squished in there. Again, it's a little bit squished in there. So I think it's a case of just keep trying it until it fits in the correct window. Which it fits in there perfectly. Okay, the next one. So we'll try that again. Oh, that one fit perfectly. Okay, so a bit of trial and error with these. Oh, that one's nicely in. So glad that these are the last windows. Now that I can instantly feel is too big. Let's just try it around the other way. Yeah, I think that's okay. And we'll get the last two into position. Yeah. Okay, so here is the last window. I'm not too happy how that one's going on. Okay, they are all in place, looking fantastic. Okay, so the next thing to do is we are going to be basically putting the interior in. So the best thing to do with this right now is I'm just going to stop the camera, and then what I'll do is I'll bring the interior across, get this upside down, and we'll put the interior. So back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to be putting in the interior now. This should be fun, I hope. So what I've done on here, we've got to be careful of the wires. So if we just move this way, I've just got the wires coming out of these two sort of cutouts where the bumper's going to go, on that side, and then I've just made sure on here we've got the wires coming out the back. So let's try do this. Now the instructions are not the best for this, but I'm going to try putting in the back first, avoiding them wires, and then try and sort of place the front in. So the wires are not trapped, everything looks quite nicely lined up. Just double checking certain screw points. It's not very clear on some of them whether got these, bring this closer, just got these here. It doesn't say whether the floor needs to be under them or over them, so I'm just double checking. To me it looks like they're going to be over, so let's just bring this up a bit more. In that case, once you get it in place, it's hard to get back out again. Right, get this back in place. No wires being trapped. No, I'm missing a wire there. There we go. Alright, got it. Okay, I think I've got it in. Right, so let's get this secured in. Right, so we need to secure it in with 2 BP04 screws and 6 BD04 screws. So I'm probably going to do the BP04s first. Now they, let's move this to this side, are going to go in just at the back. Now I am stood up for this. Okay, that's one in there. Okay, that's one in there. I think we're going to have to sit down just to try and get a bit more. I think so. Try and hang my chair up. That might get better. There we go. Okay. Right, so next we've got BD04 screws. I'll move the microphone a bit closer as well. So we're going to need 6 of them. Right. Right, first 2 I'm going to put in are just here. one's going in nice and easy. Okay, and I'm going to put another one in just nearest me. Just sort of push the bodywork together a little bit. That's fine. I'm hoping this will finally give it the rigidity it needs. We need to put another two in just here. Let me just bring this down. So it's going okay so far. The next bit though is where we need to connect up the wires and put the bottom chassis on. That's one there. Whew. And then another one there. Just bring this across a bit more, and then we just need two more, one there and one just down there. Now I can see some strength in this already actually. It really has given it that bit of more strength. Okay, that's one in there. And one in there. Perfection. Okay, so the next stage, I'll read this out, and then what I'm going to do is I'll just pause the camera while I go get the bottom chassis. So it says, next retrieve the chassis and connect the wires of the body and the interior to the wires in the chassis and in their housings in the circuit board. Check that the numbers of the wires match each other and the numbers on the circuit board, except in the case of wire 1, which should be inserted into connection 2 of the circuit board, and wire 2, which should be inserted in connection 1. Now that is a mistake I found at an earlier date when I was testing the electrics, that they weren't right. So I actually corrected that one ages ago when I tested the electrics as we got so far. So with that I don't need to do, but what I do need to do now is go and bring the chassis over, get that all married up with all the wires, and then we can screw it in. So back in a sec. This is going to be epic, guys.
A few moments later.
Okay, so here we are. I need to do the electrical connections first. So the first ones I'm going to do are these ones here. Now these are the extension cables. So we need to just match up the wires to the cable. So this is number 8. Okay. We've got number 6. That's 2. That's 4. That's 1. Number 6. Okay. And then we've got number 7. Okay, so that's all them linked up. We now need to put in the wires from these two here, because there are no other two, into the holes. So we've got wire number 2, which is the correct wire, going into number 2 socket. We've got wire number 4. Now that is going to be a bit of a stretch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and lift this up here, and I need something to put underneath it. This is where wiring just gets so, yeah. So number 4 needs to go in to number 4. Okay, making sure all these wires are down, and then we have number 1. Number 1 is the only one we've got left on here. Okay, so that's number 1 in. That's all of them linked down there. Okay, so the next wires we've got are at the back. So we need to connect up wire 10 to wire 10. These are 3 pins. Okay, and then we need to connect up. Now this I'm going to have to do a little bit different because we've got quite a shortness now. So if I just bring it up like that, I should be able to match these wires. Okay, so that is all the wires connected. Now the question is, we've got to match, put the chassis onto the bus. This is the bit I'm not looking forward to because I don't want to trap any wires. So I'm just looking at the back here, just tucking any out the way. Just going to move the rear chassis in a little bit more, and I also don't want to trap any wires at the front as well. Now I can more or less see them because for the steering we do have a little access panel. I don't know what that was. I think I'm about to find out. I think it might be in a wire coming apart. No, it wasn't. Okay, so now I'm going to try and turn this upside down, and I'm hoping it falls into place. Right, that seems to be okay. So again, I'm just going to be checking the wiring around here because we don't want anything impeding our steering mechanism. Right, it's sort of in at the front. Right, so I'd say that is in. I've got a problem with that bumper there. I'm actually going to take that bumper off. I don't know why we fitted it now. We could have fitted it at a way later date. It's only 2 screws. Right, let me take that off. It's a screw, but I found it. Just a little bit not happy about this front end not lining. I think that got it. Yeah, I think that definitely got it. Okay, so that is the chassis on, I believe. And now we get the joy of screwing this in. So super fun. So a few bits I need to sort out after, but at the back first of all we need 2 BPO4 screws. So get them in. That's one there. And that's one in there. And then just 6 BD04 screws. Happily oblige on that one. So if I compare this to the DeLorean or the Ecto 1 or the Miura in putting chassis together, I'd say this was relatively straightforward so far. So I'm happy with the way things have gone. So let's keep going. I'm going to do 2 at the front, and then the last 2, which are going to be a bit of a pain, are the ones around the wheel arches. And that one's going to be a pain. Right, I'm going to put one in here so now that screw's lined up. 2 seconds, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Right, so I'm going to put these last 2 screws in. Now these are going in the front wheel arches. One in there. Then I want one in the one over here. That's going nicely in to place. Okay, there we go. The chassis is now married up with the body and the inside. So what I need to do now is I need to flip this over. A couple of things that I just need to sort out that'll come off, which I'm going to do now. And then what we're going to do before we finish is we're going to test the electrics to make sure that everything works, because if not, I'm going to have to take it all apart and recheck it. So back again in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so here we're going to test the electrics. Nervous about this one, but here we go. So we'll put the camper on, and there we have the lights on at the front, and then we have the lights on at the back. Excellent. Now if I just go into the driver's side and push the brake pedal, the brake lights should come on, which they do. Okay, now if I push the accelerator pedal, we should have an engine noise. which we do. And then if I just push this little button here, should be the horn. So that's it. Everything works. So we've tested the electrics. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm really chuffed how she's come out. We've now got it all together. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Finishing this build. So we've still got another 7 to go. We still need to do the steering mechanism, which I believe is in issue 114. And then we are working on the roof rack and everything. So I am going to give this a good clean now. Just to get rid of any sticky residue from the masking tape that's been holding the doors on. But yeah, really impressed. So that is stage 113 complete. Well guys, that's it for the camper van for this week. Thank you for tuning in. Them stages were a little bit tricky. I'm glad I took my time over it. I've actually recorded this over 2 days. So the first day yesterday was putting the windows in. I did try and do some later on, but it was impossible with interruptions. So I basically finished it off today. So yeah, it's looking really, really nice. Sorry about the interruptions, guys. I'm getting to the point where I'm just thinking of putting things on pause with videos until I've got this room sorted in August, and then just doing a massive comeback, because it's getting really hard to record things down here. And you know, I mean, son coming home from college, you can't help, but he should have been in college all day. But yeah, his lessons have been cancelled, which is stupid, because he has more lessons that are cancelled than he is actually in college. But I won't go there, that's different. Anyway, enough of me rabbiting on. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.